look at that.
Love it.
I want the children to have an open mind to think for themselves. Mm-hmm. You know.
And what kind of things do you teach? What are the subjects and things?
Okay, so we mix academics with skills. Because I kind of feel like the way that the government pushed everyone the academic route, I feel like it wasn't necessarily good for us. Not everybody's even academic.
Yeah, it's true.
But if you go academic route, then you're more likely to go into government roles or to work for people.
Yeah, because it's been structured that way.
Yeah, but if you go into skills, then no matter, skills are usually universal. No matter where you go in this world,
it's true.
you can use your skills. So we balance them. So
Feel free if you need.
we do the normal academic
If you want
subjects, English, maths, science, geography, house story.
And then you've got
But then we do,
we were talking about the not festival.
we do a fair, because
fair.
one of our main subjects that we rarely want to push the children on is entrepreneurship.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Setting up their own businesses and to learn to do it from an early age.
Yeah.
So every year they do different entrepreneurship projects where they are actually pushed to do all the management roles and the finance role, the media role, whatever it is, they do it all themselves. And they set up whatever it is the project was. At the end of it, we can evaluate, did they make money, so it's all really real life experience.
Love it.
You know, so they all learn how to make their Excel spreadsheets, they know how to make their profit, their loss, they know how to do all that.
God.
And the flyers, can I add?
Research,
Can I hire one of them, please?
Promotion.
They would be very easy to hire. These children, like my son said to me the other day, he said, "Oh, Mum, I want to start selling," because they always sell. They sell stuff in my school,
right?
And I don't mind. I encourage it. Them having their own little businesses, so they come. Baked cakes today, and they're all trying to sell. Yeah, but my son says to me, "Oh, Mum, I want to sell pizzas at school." So I said, "Okay." He said, "Can I borrow your laptop? I just need to check some stuff out." I said, "All right." When I went on the laptop, the boy had done a whole pizza feasibility report to see if it's feasible to run this business.
And how old is he?
10 years old.
Look at that.
And can I just say, all the children from that school, they're amazing. They've actually phoned me up, nothing to do with her. The kids themselves will call me up. Can we use your space?
Yeah.
And they said for what the space they wanted to use the space for, and they did their first.
They done their first. They done a talent show in the community,
and they booked it with me at mo2. I had another restaurant. It was a lot larger than this.
I didn't know
And
that.
it was they did it all, and they did the flyers. I put the flyers up. They did the bookings
all the media
and sold the
promotion,
tickets.
everything,
They came round and was selling the tickets.
Get all the artists involved, everything. I have children from 7 to 14 years.
From 7 to 14?
Yeah, at the moment. I would like to, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
but that's a good age, actually.
yeah,
it's
it
a very
is,
good
because
age.
they've
Oh,
got,
sorry,
they're,
baby.
they're
What
7 years old, they're in their year of understanding, their age of understanding, so they understand most things. They probably have some kind of home foundation. And then, we can work with them,
I love it. Genuinely.
Because her daughter was in the trade fair selling.
Selling her dolls. She's been running her own business since she was 8 years old.
Listen, because I remember when my friend came here and you and her befriended each other, and I remember she told me about it was you, I can't remember actually, and telling me, she's got her own business and she's there selling these dolls. I said, excuse me?
Yeah.
She
Because
did very well at it.
in the UK, I homeschooled my children.
It's like, that's
Because
amazing.
I just think I just felt like the school day was such a waste of the day half the time.
Yeah.
What they're teaching them, you can do that in maybe an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then they can do whatever they're good at.
Yeah.
And she just used to be, that's what she's like. She creates.
She's creative.
Yeah.
So she used to always be in my recycling. Just stressing me out. Taking the plastic. Oh, look, Claire, plastic, need this. Just driving me crazy and just making stuff.
Yeah.
She started making these little doll corsets, and her teacher saw it in her entrepreneurship class. Because she went on an entrepreneurship class, Big Up Ultra, entrepreneurship for kids in UK. And then she started, she done it for their fair. And since then, You know, we just invested in her.
I think my son went
Because
to
she
that
sold
ultra.
out in the fair. Yeah, she sold out in the fair.
Wow.
And then from that, then the next year we still started selling, I bought a little sewing machine, started selling little dolls' outfits. Sold out again. And then, yeah, so I said, let me invest in this girl. Buy her some dolls.
Amazing.
We got her some dolls, some, nice African dolls.
Yeah,
Afro hair,
yeah.
different shades and stuff.
Yeah.
And she makes the little African garments for them. So she just continued that business.
Wow. And she still has it? It's still
Yeah, she
there?
still sells hair.
Yeah, and she entered in. She was in the trade fair selling.
Yeah.
The confidence on some of her children are amazing to me, and it's an inspiration. And she really is,
Yeah.
and has been an inspiration
Yeah,
to me
yeah.
because she came here to the Gambia with her children,
Yeah.
and to come here, some people are afraid to come alone, let alone with their family.
Yeah.
And even back in the 50s and 60s, many of our Jamaican parents came to England alone and worked before they sent their children. She
Yeah.
came here with her children
yeah.
and started up a business
Yeah.
and didn't stop. Made sure her children were all right. And, they're out here running free. I remember they came here and they showed me a performance of karate. What was it? No, it wasn't karate.
They do kung fu at school
Kung
as
fu,
well.
sorry.
That's one, that's one of them. 'Cause they do different skills. So they do kung fu, carpentry, agriculture, entrepreneurship, martial arts.
And you take them swimming as well, isn't
And
it?
they do swimming as well.
Yeah.
We live on the coast.
So
Yeah.
they should
Atlantic
swim.
Ocean. Every
Yeah.
child in Gambia should swim.
Yeah, it's true.
Not like
Yeah.
in Jamaica, we were surrounded by water and nobody
scared-
could
and
swim.
we're
And we're
scared
afraid
of
of
water.
water.
Yeah, I know. I
learned how to
dated one.
swim in America because they got so tired of people saying to me, "How are you from an island and don't know how to
Swim, I know. I need to reteach myself. I stopped
We had
swimming when I was
more
a
pressing
child.
matters. Sorry, my darling. You were
okay.
saying. Sorry.
No, I
pressing matter.
no. When I was at school, when they teach you when you're at school, primary school. So I learned how to swim, but I haven't swum since then. But I want
That was
to.
great.
I want to. I want to know how to swim because I don't want to have a child or children and be like. I don't know how to swim, and what if they go in the water and then
They're
what?
there drowning.
Yeah.
and you're on the sides.
Exactly, screaming.
But I found out some fun facts about that, though, why black kids don't really know how to swim like that and why it's so much more of a white thing where white kids know how to swim. So, fun facts is that, of course, they're in places where they have access to pools and they have more of the monies and things like that of the sort. We don't have access to pools like that to be able to say, well, we're being intentional about taking the kids or going out to the neighbors to swim or to go. So it wasn't until I got into spaces where we had friends now that had pools that we had access to pools that easily to go and swim.
Yeah.
So for you to really know how to swim, the average white kid knew how to swim like nothing in no time. Whereas we're still this age and we still are trying to learn how to
No,
swim.
my mum learned how to swim like when she was in her 50s or whatever. I remember her saying, I got my swimming lesson. She used to go to a swimming lesson and bless her because I don't know, I feel as well maybe it might have something to do with slavery or us being afraid to go across the waters.
Well, that long journey.
Whenever somebody got
Like a
underwater,
trauma that-
And they died.
Yeah. Or like a trauma that has
You
continued
see?
to
Yes.
be in our
Absolutely.
DNA,
You
like
see?
constantly. Yeah.
And we
That
just,
would make
once the
sense.
children, I remember when we was younger, my mum used to send, like when we were in Jamaica, my mum sent my brother out to swim and she's got a rope round his waist.
No.
I'm telling you.
Wow. And my mum actually, she started to learn how to swim again recently, and she's in her 60s. So I really rate that. So I'm just like,
I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
well
like, yeah.
done.
Reminds me of my grandma, when she moved back to Jamaica, she was in her 60s, I think, as well, and she's learned how to drive. Learned how to
Yeah,
drive in
why
Jamaica.
not?
Yeah, when she was in her 60s.
But don't you think that leaving those Western places, we've got so much pressure and things, you don't have time for yourself. So when you come home or when you come back to a place like here and you feel comfortable, you start to do things that your body tells or that you feel the need to do.
Yeah.
So I guess that was one of the reasons why I came. I was able to establish a dream of having a restaurant. I couldn't have done that. No way in the UK.
It's
And
so
then
hard.
and I've learned so much about myself because I would never do a video like this. This I've really
This
had
is
to
my
work.
first time.
This is your first time.
Well,
no,
this
I
one-
do anything online. I'm just not that person.
We all say but this is what I'm proud of, that we're entering into a phase in our life where fear doesn't.
Yeah.
We put it into perspective.
Oh, it's false. What is it? False
Appearance.
is
Something.
something is
Evidence.
appearing real.
Appearing
or something.
real. Yeah.
The acronym.
False
for fear
evidence
is
appearing real.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like me
yeah.
driving here
Fair.
today, which I thought like
It's
if
your
my
first time
husband wasn't
driving.
taking me anywhere,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
So I was driving in the Gambia.
Yeah. Well
can drive
done.
anywhere now.
Exactly.
And you can drive on the freeway in
Kids say
America.
to me, yes, mom, you
Isn't
can
it?
do it.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry, the freeway in America is dangerous, girl.
What, when you miss those exits?
Listen, when,
You gotta go
when
for
someone
mi-
just decides, you're already going, everyone's already going as fast as possible, and then someone just decides, and
That's it.
just listen. That
We're
is
getting off
tomorrow.
now. We're getting off.
I remember screaming, turning left at the lights or the right because we're we're on a different side of the road.
Yeah.
So that is a scary thing. Driving here for me is not scary.
Wow.
No,
It's the same.
it was.
Now we're the same as America here, because here we drive in the same way that
Yes.
America drives.
And
Every
is it the
time I go back
left-hand
to
car
UK,
on the right-hand
I have
side?
to reprogram my head
Yeah.
and be driving like this. I drive on the left.
And so for me, that was pretty natural.
That's what I do, because when I came here, that's what I had to do. I drive on the right.
I drive on the right.
I had to just program myself, like every junction I'm
See,
coming
I
to.
haven't driven back in the UK since I've been back here.
Yeah.
I've only for 4 years now. I've just been driving on the
I don't think I could go back to 20
Yeah.
miles an hour in the UK.
Oh
What
my
they're doing there is
gosh.
crazy. But that's a whole other thing.
I was driving so slow yesterday. Was it this morning? Yeah, I was driving quite slow. 'Cause I was looking for something on the side of the road, and my son goes, "Mum, you're just driving so slow. There's people behind us." I was like, 20 is plenty.
I love it.
drummed into your head from the UK.
20's plenty.
20's, but I
That's what
hated
they
that
introduced
sound.
this
Yeah.
thing, 20's plenty, and had us driving like this.
Yes.
It's actually more dangerous, because
It
trust
is.
me, you fall asleep.
Yes. but what I used to do is I knew what roads to go on where the cameras were. So I would drive normally as soon as the cameras slow down. And plus they used to have the things on the floor anyway to let you know that the camera, so then you would just slow down, go 20 and then
Exactly.
Off you go.
yeah.
They could never have done that in America.
So I have a quick question for all of you ladies. What has changed about you since you came to the Gambia? Well, can we go around the table and just tell me what
I'll go last because I'm too new.
you're okay. So for me, I have learned. I have a sister called Angie Panji, I call her. And she's a wise old owl, and she's always talking about, it's from within, it's from within. Anything I ask her, it's from within.
And she says it like that.
No, actually, she says it like this. They don't know what they're doing because it's from within. But, you know, that's kind of been drummed in now, because sometimes the answers are, sometimes we look outwardly for answers. And I think my change has been, I listen to me. I choose me. That's my change. I choose me above any farmer foolishness. And believe me, I've seen a few episodes of foolishness, and I choose me over that. That's what I have achieved since I've come in here. So there's a strength in that.
I think that's a moment.
Yeah, we love that one.
Yeah.
So how about you, my darling?
Well, I've had to come out of my comfort zone and try and be more social at times. Because I don't know if I'm known for not being very social amongst people here. I don't know, but
Yeah, we talk about you.
I doubt it. But anyway. But no, it was just literally from when I first moved, and I was still acting the same as when I was in the UK. So I would just do my normal things, and then it would come to a point where I think it was my birthday, my first birthday here. Well, my first birthday living here, because I came here on my birthday when I was just came to visit. But my first birthday living here, and I realised I don't really know anyone. I don't really know what to do. I miss my friends. It was the saddest birthday I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm such a birthday person. I love my birthday, and I'm not a sad type of person. I have my moments, but I'm generally not a sad person. So to feel that sad was really eye-opening. And I thought, I need to branch out. I need to. I can't just keep in this little shell that I have, because you're so used to. Well, for me, I was so used to that because the people I'm around or have been around in the UK, they've known me forever.
Yeah.
Parents, brothers, friends, whatever. They've known me forever. So I was always my authentic self.
Yeah.
And didn't know that I had that very, I suppose, I don't know.
More extrovert side to you.
I always thought I was extroverted, but I don't think I am. Since I moved here, I was just like, I don't think I'm as extroverted as I thought in certain situations, 100%, but in general, not really.
So you were challenged.
I was
coming
challenged.
Here.
Yeah.
Good thing about
Yes.
Gambia. How about you, madam? How would you say you were challenged, or how's your?
How did that change?
What's changed you since being in Gambia?
Okay. Since being in Gambia, I think I've realised that I got the power. No, for real. I realised that I haven't really changed since I was like 8 years old. I'm always just the same person.
Wow.
But
I love that.
coming here made me realise that I can do whatever I want. If I
Anything
just
is
put
possible.
my mind to it,
Yeah.
then I'll do
Yeah.
that.
That's a moment.
And it just made me think that there's no restrictions to my life. Anything I want to do. And I think now I can see that in my children as well. Like, yeah, mum, when we're ready, we'll just do this, we'll just do that. And I'm just like, yeah, they're so open-minded. I'm like, oh, actually, maybe that's because when I'm ready, I just like, let's do it.
I
And,
like that.
you know, I think, being in Gambia has really just taught me to pursue whatever it is that I want to do.
Your
Pursue my
dreams.
dream, because I just feel so much more like unstoppable. I just feel like even money's not even a thing. If I want it, I'm going to be rich.
Yeah.
And I do want
I
it.
hear
so
that.
I'm rich.
Yeah, you can have it because you said you
So,
can.
do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
it's just like the
Mindset.
fact, the move in here and all
You
of
did
that I
that.
went through, even to the opening up of the school. I remember even seeing the property for the school and saying, yeah, I'm going to have that property. And now I've got the property. So
Manifested
it's like
that.
everything, it's just made me realise that I've got the power.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That's a change mindset, right?
Yeah.
For me, I'm so new to the Gambia, so there's so many mixed emotions, so many mixed feelings, trying to accept. So I think my most recent revelation that I'm kind of sinking into now is training my mind and teaching myself how to speak the story on a more positive side, to see it from a different lens than the one that I was looking at it. Because I didn't think I was really a negative person, really.
Yeah.
But then I started to see so many negative things that I was complaining about because I kept comparing it to what I know and what I was used to.
Yeah.
And I just keep wanting to go back and reflect back and trying to hold on back to that, whatever that was. And I just kind of like had this moment. It was like a light bulb, and I'm like talking to my sister and I'm saying to myself, this is self-defeating and it's damaging, because if I speak about Africa in a negative way, we would never change any of the narrative. No. And so if I even tell my family and my family don't even really want to come visit, then I'm telling the story wrong.
I hear that.
So I have to really be authentic and really try to say to my family, like, no, you guys got to come and see it.
Yes.
But I'm saying it in such a jokified kind of a way, because it's kind of like it's wild in a way, but it's like, if it gets them here to even just want to see it, then I don't know what their open eyes might see.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not. I say it's not for everyone because there is a topsy-turvy life. I thought everything was different, but it was like, this ain't right, and this is not what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But it broke me down and made me look at my responses to their culture and the way they speak and the way they view me, and the way I had to make the change. I think what happens is a lot of us come here and expect them to change or expect it to be a certain way, and why isn't it like this, and we do this over there. That one is not the way. I always feel, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to interject because my parents, they came from Jamaica and moved to the UK. And if you listen to them and they tell you what England was like when they moved there, then you will know
the same.
that we've made a big difference to England. Actually, us coming here is it sounds to me, it feels like this place is so much more developed than England was when our parents moved.
Yeah.
Because my mum's telling me that all the toilets were outside.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, in
That's
Gambia,
true.
the toilets are inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you're going in the village.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
which
Yeah.
then you got the hole in the floor.
Yeah.
But they used to have communal baths
Yeah. Yeah.
where they used to go. My mum used to go Tower Bridge and queue up. to
No,
use
the public
communal
baths, you mean?
Public baths.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you think about those things. You've got to think about what the state of the place was
Yeah.
when they moved there.
So I
And then
remember.
they helped to build that country. All of that Windrush generation, they build that country to what it is now. Now we were born into that. We just think, oh yeah, this is the way things are supposed to be. So we come into a developing
True.
country and we're like, they ain't got this, they ain't got that, they ain't got Amazon, they ain't got. We brought it to that level, and it's going to be much easier for us to bring this place to that level and much higher, you know, and quicker. Because when our parents came to England, they were at the, you know,
The bottom of the
bottom,
feeding
you know,
Yeah.
of the chain.
of the chain, yeah.
When we've come here, we've already come straight into almost like a middle class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
We've
thing.
already come straight into
Yeah.
like a middle class because we can already afford land.
Yes.
We can already afford to open up a business.
That's true.
We can't do that in the UK. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
The banks ain't giving you no loans because
Yeah.
you're black half the time. So,
True.
you know, so you've already got a head start. So just think about what we could do in this country over the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
You know, this is a small country. To me, this, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the government might not be doing this country too much justice because really, this place could just like this whole
and everyone's
country's a money
ready.
spinner.
Everyone's ready, you know.
Yeah.
People want to work. People want to have,
Yeah.
you know, these things here.
And
They
people are
want
coming
it.
from everywhere. People are coming from Asia. People are coming from Europe. They're all coming in because we're waiting for things. We want things to already be done. But what you don't understand is there's no investment in an already developed country.
Exactly.
If it's already developed,
Then that's
there's
it.
nothing for you.
To
You are
do.
not going to be able to get a foot in. You will not have that money to be able to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you come to a country that's in the process of developing, you've got a chance to make it
Exactly.
big here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
once that country's developed,
And you're going to be part of the history.
So we spoke about, you know, what's changed us coming to Gambia and how we were a lot freer. And even our children are a lot freer. But what I did notice online, you know, they say that we're going on YouTube and we're selling Gambia like it's some great place to be and people are dying and things like that. Well, people are dying everywhere. There's crime everywhere. And I'm not saying that, you know, it was a lot safer and it was, you know, we were trying to change the narrative in the beginning because BBC was already telling you about flies on the nose and the porting picnic and all of those things. Now, we were joining in. You know, I've come from UK. I've heard what they say about Africa and the narrative, and I wanted to change it. I came here to change that, to be about it. So they're saying, oh, we're selling them a different story. But things have changed. I mean, I've been here now. This is my coming up to 9th year. I've been coming here probably 14 years. Is it nearly? And there's been changes. So when I was saying come, but I've always said, and I continue to say, come and have a look. It's not like there ain't a plane ride to go back. It's not the end all and be all. All we're doing is inviting people to come and have a look. Don't listen to the BBC. Come and have a look. And like that group, some of them it was for their first time, you know, and sometimes they come back a second and a third, and sometimes they buy land, sometimes they build a house, and they will also tell you to come. But it's not that we're telling lies or trying to inveigle people to leave their comfort zone. If it's a comfort zone for you and you're happy, stay. Africa's not for everybody. And actually, some of you should stay because we can send you stuff and we could do import and export. So it works if some of you are still there, you know. But for the few of us that are here, we're enjoying life and it's just our perspective. And that's all I wanted to do is for us to share our perspective. I don't want people coming for us in the comments saying, you lie, and what about this and what about that? It's our journey that we're sharing.
can I add to that?
Please
Because,
do.
you know, it's not paradise, but neither is the West. It's not paradise, and that's what people need to realise. Okay, so when my parents moved to England, they had all these wonderful streets were paved with gold.
Yeah,
But when they got
they
there,
had a cool
it
idea.
was no such thing.
Yeah.
But back then they weren't making any videos because that wasn't, you know, we didn't have that technology to be telling everybody at home, it's a lie, it's a lie. We didn't have that. And even now, when our people are moving from the Caribbean and from Africa and going to Europe, nobody's making any videos telling them it's a lie. And it's the truth. Nobody's making the videos and telling them that our children are dying on the streets of London.
Every day.
Not every day. Nobody's making those videos.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted and think that, oh, you know, because people have died in Gambia, that means that Gambia is all about murder. I'm sorry to say.
It's not the murder capital
you
of
know,
anything.
Come on. All right. So we need to really think about the narratives that are being played out here. Since I've been here, I've not seen any children with the flies in their eyes, starving to death. Actually, I think it's a very difficult place to actually starve. And if you're homeless, you can even sleep on the beach and there is still mangoes on the trees.
Yeah.
And that is not the same from many places in the West. So, you know, it's just down to you. And, you know, if you want to try somewhere different, it's a great place to try. It's very easy.
Yeah, it's a good place
come
to
along
start.
to Gambia and just try out a different
Way of living.
different type of life. And it's actually quite nice and it's very educational. You know,
So Gambia has the best sunrise the best sunrise and sunsets that I've ever seen.
And which part you come
Ever.
from?
So I'm Jamaican and I go to Jamaica and I go on the beach, but I'm going there as a tourist a lot of times when I go back to Jamaica. I'm not even going as like, okay, I'm just going back to my yard at Kingston or wherever. It's like I'm going as, you know, onto Montego Bay, I'm going to Ocho Rios. So I'm in places that are all nice and everything is laid out and you're spending a lot of money. But here it is now, I'm in the Gambia and I'm watching this. It's literally like wherever you're driving, I'm driving home and this big sun is like right beside me going down with this orange haze and it's the most
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful
It's beautiful
that I've just seen. And I'm just, every day you feel like you want to snap, but I'm like, I can't snap the sun and the rise and the sunset. But it's been amazing. The palm trees are amazing. There are certain parts that we go through and it feels almost like Florida to us in the US. And so being in Florida, of course, everybody, you know, it's like people would say, well, Florida and America, because Florida is much like Jamaica. It's like, you know, but being in the Gambia feels like that. So I'm learning to appreciate the beauty of the place, the natural raw beauty of the place. But just like my sister Grace here said before, you know, we're not going to paint it with the rose-colored glasses that you're coming here to paradise. It's pretty rough in terms of the beauty that it's natural beauty. But the developed beauty that we're used to seeing, we have to create that. And I think anyone like coming to the Gambia now, you really have to come with that eyes. Don't come to look to see it, come to look to create it.
Yeah.
Come with the eyes of a developer, you know, come with the eyes of an investor.
Absolutely.
To create, you know, you're investing into a future.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
your
if
children's
you come
future.
with those eyes, then you're going to see something very beautiful.
Yeah, because I think we're embedded to say that we want to see it finished, and it's kind of like a microwave society. I know being in America, we want everything now, and we want to be there and see it ready. But here, you're really going to have to make it that way and make it the way you want it to be, so that when, you know, like you said, maybe in the next 5 years, we'll be looking at a whole different Gambia.
Yeah,
at
but
that point.
at what
It's
point do
changed
you want to...
so much since I came here 4 years ago. It's developed a lot. I'm not going to lie. It has changed.
You've seen
It
a lot.
has, because I mean, just the highway in itself. I mean, just being able now to look at the highway and be able to be. I'm driving in the Gambia. I never drove in Jamaica.
Yeah, but remember in Jamaica, we used to have to drive Flatbush to go all the way to Ochi.
Yeah.
It was a day out
Yeah.
to go
Flatbush is still
across.
there, you know.
Yeah, and the river, yeah, and
Flatbridge.
Flatbridge, yeah, me Flatbush, and
Flatbridge
America
is
we're
still
there.
there.
Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
And
no.
you're looking at the
Flatbridge, I'm old now, forgive me.
looking at the toxic wastewater on either side.
Come
You
on,
know,
and then
what
you're
about
all
people
kind of
for
Hoping
washing
story.
you
over?
don't- hoping your bus don't drop down one gully.
Yeah. So, you know, that used to take about 2.5 hours. It was a day
Now-
out.
But now I hear
they
you
got
can't
roads.
even afford properties in Jamaica. The
Well,
real
can you
estate
even
has
afford the
gone.
toll fees, let alone?
Well, you can afford land and properties
The
and
toll
build your
fees,
house in the
man,
Gambia,
come on.
You know, I think about it too in a sense that we've been in America for so many years, and I've bought lots of houses. I've owned a lot of houses. But after I think about it now in all reality, to put things in perspective, did I really own those houses? Because the minute, 30 years of our lives is a long time to be saying that we're going to pay off a house. And so we're working to pay those houses, and they have it all set up for us, that it's like they have your whole life planned out for you, how it's supposed to go, but you're really renting everything. You're not owning anything.
You don't own nothing. In Gambia, they don't trust Africans with money, by the way. So you have to buy everything outright, which is a good thing. That means you actually own everything you have.
Yes, you own it.
And
Yeah.
that's something
This
that
credit
belongs
thing is
to
what
you.
is causing all the damage.
Yeah. And we would hear somebody say something like,
Hey,
"Oh,
how
it's
you
an
doing?"
illusion." It's an illusion, and the illusion of it is that you get to live this life that you're thinking is awesome because we can put it on a credit card and we can pay for that vacation today. It allows you the opportunity to work, yes, but then you're paying a lot of things. They send you all these tickets in the mail, and then before you know it, you've passed this place, and nobody needs to write you anything anymore. They're just sending you tickets in the mail. If you forget to pay the ticket, next thing you're getting pulled over, you're getting taken away. So it's
Then
just a
take
lot
you
of
away.
stress.
Take you away,
It's a lot
then
of
take your
stress.
car. I remember,
a lot of
them mornings
stress.
when you wake up in the morning because you just hear this little noise and you run to your window and
you
see that your
think-
car's not being towed away.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's
all of that
stress, it's
lifestyle.
stress.
all of
It's
that
How about
lifestyle,
being
thank
told
God
the
I'm
day
not
before
there.
Christmas and all them? So with all your Christmas shopping, you ain't ever. But that's for another story.
Story.
Yes.
And there'll be many
Stories for
more.
other days.
Yes.
Many
I've
more
got some
stories that we'll be sharing.
Yes.
And there was a little South African girl saying, "If it's not one thing but two things." First, anyway, we'll get all our slogans down pat.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes,
My dad
ladies.
used to always say, "How you doing?" I say, "Not too bad." He said, "We're just one bad."
Not too bad, just one, but I get it. So yeah, we're gonna unpack. We've got a lot to unpack, a lot to share,
Yes.
and we will share
Yes.
through the channel called Meet Me at mo2.
Meet me.
So Grace, thank you. Tani, your beautiful
you very much.
sister. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the thing. I was really excited and nervous at the same time because I don't like being on the telly.
I know what you mean.
And it's really important to me that you guys came out for me because I couldn't have done this on my own. Although I can chat for days. Any of my customers will tell you.
We can all chat.
We've got so much to share. But I'm glad I shared it with you guys for my very first channel. Thank you, the ladies. What does lunch?
You're welcome.
Yeah. So mo2 in the house.
I enjoyed it very
Aisha,
much.
can you just say what your handle?
Yes, so I have a YouTube channel. It's called Aisha May, spelled AYESHAMAE. Where I just talk about Gambia and moving here and that basically.
She talks about life, and she does it on the
Real
young
life.
people show called the Tiki Toki.
Yes.
And it's on TikTok.
Yes.
And I really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
She's been trying to get me to do this for ages.
Yes.
Shout out to Donna, who was my very first interview way back when.
Nice.
And see, she's grown.
Nice.
But with the help of my sister.
Yes.
All right then.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kisses, dry ear kisses. So this is Meet Me at mo2. They're here on my first YouTube channel.
Yay!
And they've been here supporting the team. I spend money with their sister.
Yeah.
They say black people don't support each other. I lie them, I tell you. So what's your experience of Gambia since you come? First time, second time?
First time.
First time. And what do you love about the Gambia?
It's just so chill.
People.
Lovely people. Yeah. The weather, of course.
The weather. Oh my God. December, what is it, like 30, 31, 32?
Let's not talk about the English weather.
No, we're not here to talk about Gambia.
Gambia.
It was
Why you
31
mean?
the other day. I was
It's
like,
34.
wow, yeah.
Nice. What does that translate in America?
I'm not sure. No.
Yeah, well, because Americans do it all different. But this is my UK crew. South London in the house and North London in the house. Gambia here. And he's the tour guide. Birmingham. No, say it like
Birmingham.
No, the real Birmingham accent.
Birmingham.
Well, welcome, and we hope to see you again and again and again.
Oh,
The first time.
definitely.
Who's that hiding behind there? Come true. You see one man with how much woman? welcome and thank you for your support. Without you, we can't be, you know what I mean? Because we're out here doing this for you.
And make sure you guys come. The food's amazing.
Yes.
Catch this madman there. Thank you. Extra ice in your drink.